So was my custom fit worth it? Should you go and get a custom fit? We're going to play a few holes here down at Alzora Golf Club, and I'm going to talk you through my findings after playing with the clubs that I've been fit for about a month now. Let's get into it. Not bad, drive a 6-iron to the front of a par 5. They must be working. So how do I justify whether it was worth it? Well, I think there's 3 categories we've got to look at. The performance of the golf clubs, my knowledge from the fitting, and also the enjoyment of the fitting. And what I'm also going to do with one of the clubs that I've been fit for, I'm going to do a little test at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Let's just chip this one up to the green. It just pitched up here and rolled back down, a little sneaky slope there, but I can up and down it for birdie. Ah, too cute with it. Stay, do not roll back. Not my best work. That's one thing to note there. Definitely going for a custom fit doesn't mean that you will miraculously just get better at golf. You still have to put the work in. It doesn't fix all your problems straight away. So if you were going for a custom fit for that reason, unfortunately, that isn't the answer. You've still actually got to go and figure out your golf swing and your method yourself. Okay, so for those of you that don't know as well, recently I did a video on about the benefits of custom fitting. Should you do it? Who's it for? What are you going to get from it? I went to Mizuno and I went to Titleist. And the first factor that I want to talk about is the enjoyment factor. Now, if you're all like a golf geek, as it were, and you really like all the new clubs and all the new technologies, going down and seeing the fitters is such a cool thing. You get to see all these new toys, all these shafts, all these different things that you don't see when you just walk into a golf store and see a club on the rack. You go through the process of the fitting and it is really enjoyable. You actually find out about the clubs, you know, why that club is suited for you. And it is, like I say, if you are the golf geek, it's quite interesting. You know, I walked away from it learning a lot and found it super enjoyable. So, you know, for that box, I'd definitely give it a tick, because like I say, I had a great time. Obviously I'm making the videos and I enjoy that anyway, but knowing more about the product and, you know, why I should have these clubs, I found it, you know, super enjoyable. Let's see if I can just hit this 50 degree, 140 yards to the flag. Let's see if we can stiff it. Always tell it's a good shot when you pick your tee straight up away. Right distance, wrong direction. Oh well. Not bad, snuck away from me a little bit. So definitely that enjoyment factor is a huge part of it. I think that's, like I say, a big tick in the box for me. Let's talk about the information and the set makeup. Is that worth the fitting? Not a bad little wedge there. So the information and the set makeup, and this shot that I've just hit in sums it all up for me. I've just knocked this wedge in to about 10 feet. Now the big problem when I had my P790s and I had my 52 degree wedge and a 58 degree wedge and then the pitching wedge, I always had a huge gap. My pitching wedge went, I think it was 137 yards. My gap wedge at 52 went 117 yards. So there was that 20-yard gap. That shot then was 125 yards in. So when I went for my fitting down at Mizuno, we didn't want to add much at the top end of the bag. I've got a rescue club, a 4-iron, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, and then now I've got a 50 degree. Well, my pitching wedge is 47. I've got a 50 degree, I've got a 54 and a 58. Now I've been stuck on 52, 58 forever. It's just what I've had. But looking at the gaps, as you can see from my set numbers here now, as we put them up on screen compared to my old set numbers, I've got really nice increments of distance between each club. So having shots like this one, like the wedge into the 120 yard position, or having that increment up at the top end of the bag where I see it sort of 15, 20 yards between each club at that end of the bag, now when I'm definitely pitching, I feel a lot more confident. And if I would have just bought my 52 and my 58 because that's what I've had, I'd be stuck on it. So having the information on the yardage side and knowing what lofts my clubs were and having that tailored to me has now really filled in a huge gap and actually started to help me hit better pitch shots. And I think that was an area where I was lacking. I was always okay off the tee, but here I need to start hitting them closer, so hopefully I can hole a putt. I probably won't hole this now. Low. Nice and confident there, obviously, before that. But that's a huge, huge benefit for me. So knowing how far all my club's going now, and not getting these random jumping yardages because I've had them fit and we've had them gap correctly, it's just such a huge benefit for myself. So having that information from the fitters is another tick in the box for me. So even just getting that gap in fitting is a big yes. Knowing what increments each club should be spaced out at is a huge yes from me. Let's talk performance. Has that improved? Right. So performance, has that improved? And that's, you know, particularly down to my part. Like I said earlier, going for a custom fit isn't going to make you the world's best golfer. It's not going to sort out that 50-yard slice that you have. It might tame it a little bit, it might bring it down to 30 yards, but it's not going to make all your problems go away. But what I've found definitely since having my custom fit clubs, I'm not seeing many irregularities in my shots. The shots that I'm trying to hit, I'm pulling them off with more success, and I'm starting to know the ball flight and expect the ball flight that I want to see. And if something happens, I know it's not the golf club. Now, before that, when I was hitting some irons previously, I would make a swing, thought it was a good shot, felt solidly struck, sort of had the swing feels of what I wanted, but because of I had totally the wrong shaft in my irons, I was seeing this big like pull hook miss, which is a shot that I've not really hit that much of since having the new irons, all because I've got the correct gear for me. And with the driver in particular, I'm not seeing this weird sort of massive 50-yard slice again, because this has been fitted to me. It's what I wanted to see from the golf ball, is a tiny fade, but I'm not getting these random shots thrown in. And if I did, I know it's because it's my swing at fault. I'm not questioning the golf club. So from performance wise, I think time will tell once I start doing my new challenge. Stay tuned for that video as well, by the way, guys. I think obviously the clubs will they stay in the bag for the long term? Hopefully yes, but like I say, performance is all down to me, but I'm not seeing any irregularities and I know what to try and expect. And to put that to the test, what I want to do now, we're on the 16th hole here at the Alzor Club, and it's tight. It's really tight. 350 yards, I think it is, or 315. No, 350 it is. Tight fairway. Let's see how many drives I can get on the fairway. If I get 2 out of 3 drives here, I would say that would be a success, because my driving wasn't the strongest part of my game. Well, it wasn't, but I wasn't hitting many fairways. So we're going to put myself under a little bit of pressure here to end this video, see if I can actually hit some fairways. My goal, I say a pass, is 2 out of 3. I'm going to hit my little fade off the bunker, see if we can do it. Let's get stuck into this test. Okay, so ball 1, attempt 1, little fade off the trap. Bullet straight, not cutting as much as I would like. I'm not sure on that one. When we get down there, I'll find out. It might just be a little bit too tight to the left-hand side. It wasn't a bad shot, just didn't get the fade I wanted. Little fade, change that target up slightly. Don't really shape it that much anymore. Oh, it's beautiful. 5-yard fade. Bang. Down the fairway. There's 1 out of 2, so all comes down to this final shot. Can I get it on the fairway? Have we seen that the fitting was an improvement? Let's try and hit that little fade again. That was not a good shot. That was totally swing error. So I've got 1 out of 3 on the fairway for certain. Let's see if number 2, the first ball, has caught a little piece of the left side of the fairway. Let's head down there. 1 golf ball here, another golf ball just over the ridge here, and 1 golf ball deep in the pond over there. That one is literally 1 yard off the fairway. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was something I wanted to do just to give you an idea. I'm a big advocate of custom fitting, and I do think that if you are going to go and spend all your hard-earned money on golf clubs, go and enjoy the experience of a custom fitting. Go and understand what it is that you're actually going to be playing with, and get the stuff that's going to benefit your game, like right wedges and the right gapping in your clubs, and ultimately the right, you know, components is the big part of it as well. And like I say, it's an enjoyable experience, and also you're then not doubting whether you have got the right clubs for your game, and you're not blaming them. You know it's ultimately your fault if something goes wrong, and you can fix it quick and easy. Guys, hope you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button for me down below. I'm going to pitch one in here. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming from here.